When I look back on those times where I cried out and asked God to help me, there was one beating my father. He was beating me, and that moment I prayed. I said, God, please make him stop. And my hope was that in that moment, my father would stop. And those moments I look back and say, God, where were you? And I do believe that in those moments, God was there. I say this tongue in cheek. Saul, before he became the Apostle Paul, stood by and witnessed as Stephen was stoned to death. And the Bible says that Stephen looked up towards heaven and he said, I see Jesus standing at the right hand of the Father. He just stood as though to attest to the faithfulness of Stephen, but also as a witness against those who were stoning him. I believe that, and one of the things I've learned, I believe in those moments where you are in tight situations, if you see Jesus, you can rest. And while in those moments, it wasn't good for me, it wasn't good to me, but I believe that over the years, as God has given me opportunity, it's been good for others. And again, one of the things I've learned, sometimes as ministers, we always try to package everything up in a pretty package and put a nice little bow on it. And sometimes there is no nice bow on the moment. But in this moment, I can say that I believe Jesus was there. He watched. I believe he saw the promises I made myself, laying in the pool of my own bodily fluids, saying how I'll never allow anybody to hurt me again. But now as I get older, I have to see those promises were made in a time that you are no longer in. And those defense mechanisms, you need to turn to God and allow and see him in a way that you've not seen him.